Hey everyone, welcome back to MoneyWise, the channel where we help you make smarter financial decisions and grow your wealth. Today, we're diving into something super exciting: real estate investing. Whether you're looking for a steady stream of passive income or hoping to flip a few properties for a quick profit, real estate can be a fantastic way to build wealth. But there's a lot to consider before you dive in. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Real estate is often one of the most reliable ways to build wealth over time. Unlike stocks or bonds, real estate is a tangible asset. It's something you can see, touch, and manage. It has the potential to generate passive income, appreciate in value, and offer tax benefits. But before you get too excited, it's important to understand the key steps in the process and make sure you're ready to invest wisely. So in this video, we'll break it down for you, step by step, from setting your goals to choosing the right type of property. All right, let's start with the basics: setting your investment goals. What exactly are you hoping to achieve through real estate? Are you looking to earn passive income from long-term rental properties, or are you aiming for quicker profits by flipping houses? You need to have a clear idea of what you're working toward. Let me give you an example. If you want to retire early and live off rental income, you'll want to focus on purchasing properties that provide consistent, reliable cash flow, maybe single-family rentals or small multifamily buildings. On the other hand, if you're after a quick profit, you might focus on flipping houses. But remember, flipping requires more time, effort, and cash for renovations, so it's a bit more high risk. Having clear goals will help you make informed decisions about the type of properties you should target and the strategy that fits your lifestyle and financial needs. Next up, you need to assess your financial situation. Real estate can be capital intensive, so knowing what you can afford is critical. Most investors will need a mortgage or some form of financing, so make sure you understand your borrowing power and have your finances in order before jumping in. Start by checking your credit score. A higher score typically means you'll get better mortgage rates. If you're not quite there yet, it might be worth taking some time to improve your credit before applying for a loan. Another key thing to think about is the down payment. For most investment properties, lenders require 20 to 25% down. And don't forget about reserves. Having extra cash set aside for emergencies, repairs, or vacancies will give you peace of mind and protect your investment. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months worth of mortgage payments in reserves. Now that you have your goals and finances in check, it's time to dive into the market research. In real estate, location is key. A great property in the wrong area won't deliver the returns you're looking for. Start by researching potential neighborhoods. Are there job opportunities nearby? How are property values trending? Look for areas with strong future growth potential. Things like new businesses, improved public transportation, or major infrastructure projects can drive up property values. You should also think about rental demand if you plan on renting out your property. Check out local rental listings and vacancy rates to get a feel for how easy it will be to find tenants. Let's talk about the different types of real estate you can invest in. There are several options, and each one has its pros and cons. Choosing the right type for you depends on your goals, budget, and risk tolerance. First, we have residential real estate: single-family homes, multifamily properties, and vacation rentals. These are great options for beginners, and they're typically easier to finance. Plus, they can provide consistent rental income. Next, there's commercial real estate: office buildings, shopping centers, and warehouses. These properties often have higher returns but come with higher risks, as tenants are usually businesses that may be more vulnerable during economic downturns. For a more passive approach, consider REITs, real estate investment trusts. These let you invest in large-scale properties like office buildings or malls without actually owning them. And for the adventurous investor, there's also raw land. This can be a high-risk, high-reward option, but with the right location and development potential, raw land can lead to huge profits. Now that you know what type of property you're interested in, it's time to find the right one. Whether you're looking for a fixer-upper or a turnkey rental, always look for properties with potential. The goal is to find a deal where you can either add value through renovations or buy in an up-and-coming area with great appreciation potential. Working with a real estate agent who understands investment properties can be a game changer. They'll help you find deals, negotiate prices, and point out red flags you might miss. And always get a home inspection. Hidden problems like foundation issues or plumbing problems can be costly to fix. Trust me, thorough due diligence is critical. You don't want to end up with a money pit. Now, let's talk financing. Most investors need a loan to purchase a property. The most common option is a conventional mortgage, but there are other options out there, like hard money loans or even private investors. Conventional mortgages work great if you have a good credit score and stable income. Hard money loans, on the other hand, are short-term loans with higher interest rates, typically used for fix and flip projects. If you're starting out with limited capital, real estate partnerships or crowdfunding platforms are also great ways to pool resources with other investors. Once you've found the right property and secured financing, it's time to close the deal. This is when you'll sign the final paperwork, pay your down payment, and transfer ownership. Make sure you understand every single document before signing. This is a major financial commitment. A real estate attorney can help review everything, especially for more complex transactions like commercial properties or multifamily units. Once you own the property, you'll need to manage it. If you're renting, this means screening tenants, handling maintenance requests, and collecting rent. If you're flipping, you'll need to manage contractors and renovations. If that sounds like too much work, hiring a property manager is a great way to outsource the day-to-day operations. Property management fees can range from 8 to 12% of your monthly rent. But if you're looking for a hands-off investment, it can be totally worth it. Before we wrap up, let's cover some common mistakes to avoid as a real estate investor. One of the biggest mistakes is not doing enough due diligence. Never rush into a deal without inspecting the property, researching the market, or understanding the full cost of ownership. Another mistake is over-leveraging. Don't take on more debt than you can handle. Make sure you're financially prepared for unexpected costs. And that's a wrap. Real estate investing can be an amazing way to grow your wealth. But like any investment, it requires research, planning, and patience. If you follow these steps and avoid the common mistakes, you'll be well on your way to success. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to MoneyWise, and let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll dive deeper into even more strategies for building wealth. Until next time, stay MoneyWise.